I gotta admit, at first, I thought this video had to be staged, but at this point I think it's sadly quite legitimate. In case you're in the dark, a female student at SFSU harassed another student for having dreadlocks in an apparent brazen display of cultural appropriation.
You're saying that I can't have a hairstyle because of your culture? Why?
Because it's my culture. Do you know what rocks mean?
Do you know it was in Egyptian culture? Are you Egyptian? Nah, bro, you're not.
Now, first of all, as everyone has already pointed out, dreadlocks are not of any cultural significance to African Americans, nor is it the exclusive domain of said culture. Dreadlocks span thousands of years across many civilizations. And I mean, how could you claim to own the concept of not grooming your hair until it clumps up?
Are you Egyptian?
No, but it doesn't matter.
Wait, where's Egypt? Tell me.
You know what, girl?
Where's Egypt?
Dude, girl, you have no right to tell me what I can not wear. Huh?
Where's Egypt?
Yo, girl, stop touching me right now.
Yo, girl, stop touching me right now. Come back.
Get off of me.
Come back, come back, come back. You put your hands on me, no word.
Like, you gonna make some shit because of what the hair I have? That's no reason, yo. I don't need your disrespect. I don't need your disrespect.
Why are you filming this?
Just for everyone's safety.
Secondly, who the fuck does this dumb cunt think she is? The haircut police? And who nominated her as the representative of all black people or their culture, and gave her the authority to enforce it on people? What incredible hubris has consumed our youth that they believe that they are the de facto dictators of school hallways? I mean, this is ridiculous. She released a statement afterwards which is full of logic holes and deception, so let's take a look at that.
Over the past few weeks, America has held discussions about my personal black experience, dancing between their own definitions of right and wrong.
No, actually, it's the definition of right and wrong. If you think that arbitrarily harassing people over shit that you have no authority over is right, well then you have a broken fucking moral compass.
Over the past few weeks, I had to move from my home, change my cell phone number, and disable social media accounts.
Oh, it's so sad. How would have you known that your actions would have consequences?
On March 28, 2016, a viral video was released that intentionally does not capture the full context of an encounter.
Well, it starts when you confront him and it ends when he leaves, so what the fuck are you claiming we're missing?
While passing up flyers in Malcolm X Plaza, I saw a white male approaching with dreads. Triggered, I unconsciously moved my arm holding the flyer further.
Well, quite frankly, if you're triggered by a fucking hairstyle, then the world's too tough for you and you're not gonna make it.
He does not approach me to receive a flyer and continues on to his destination. Attempting to react to what triggered me, I jokingly say in a quiet voice, not with that hair, in the opposite direction of him.
So by your own admission, you were the instigator. You didn't have to make snide remarks under your breath in the opposite direction like a cowardly fucking jerk.
My intention was to collegiately provoke thought within the man to critically think about his dreads and the racial implications it has on a non-black person.
Well, if you weren't an ignorant doofus, you'd know there was no implication because dreadlocks are not the exclusive domain of any fucking race.
During the entire incident, including what was caught in the viral video, he never refers to the flyer, which he later intentionally reported to the police in order to create a hate crime narrative over the flyer. Rather, he then verbally assaults me. He called me a bitch. As a black woman, verbal assault by men comes easily as women are dehumanized, objectified, and overly sexualized by them.
You fucking delusional fuck. You were the aggressor the entire fucking time.
I looked for the man going into the building, naturally, to confront him about the verbal slur. Tired of being silent. Tired of being docile. I asked him, did you call me a bitch? He denied having called me a bitch. He then asked me why I said that about his hair. What was recorded was chopped and edited by the white male who captured part of the event on his cell phone.
Really? It was chopped and edited? Yeah, if that's the case, then Hollywood needs to hire this kid post-haste, because those cuts are fucking flawless. It looks as though it's one long ongoing scene and that you're a fucking liar.
The white male student's motivation is suspect in that it does not come as an objective point of view by his own divisive word choice of assault in the title of the video when posted, in order to incite controversy by framing me as the stereotype of the angry black woman, and the man in the video as the fragile white victim.
Well, if that was the case, wouldn't the title of the video be Angry Black Cunt Overreacts to Haircut? Because as far as I can tell, you painted that portrait of yourself really quite nicely.
He says in his interview that he deliberately roams around campus looking for encounters to record on his cell phone. In the video, the conversation between the white male with dreads and I was intended to be a learned opportunity. My facial expressions were neither negative nor was my body language.
Yeah, that's the most disturbing fucking part, is you seem to be taking some sadistic joy in harassing this kid.
His body language is already energetic. The male had the opportunity to try and explain to me how I should think about my space and existence as a black person. He dismissed any consideration that I was making a valid point about white appropriation of black culture.
Well, that's because we're not obligated to humor the considerations of crazy people.
After he begins to walk away, I tried to continue to talk to him. It frustrated me that I didn't get the opportunity to have a voice.
Bullshit. If not you, then whom does the voice in the video belong to? Pretty sure that's you being an antagonistic ideologue.
He touches me first. He touches me first at 0.19 seconds. He places his hand on my arm to move me away to leave the conversation. You can see this 19 seconds into the video. I naturally respond back with a touch. I non-violently place my open hand on his shoulder. I non-violently pull his arm, urging him to come back to the conversation. It has not been legally deemed assault.
Well, yeah, by your own admission, you were purposefully obstructing his path, and therefore he was justified in moving your arm. And I mean, you claim it was non-violent, but that's not the point. You had no right to touch the guy or detain him in any way, shape, or fucking form.
Yo, girl, stop touching me right now.
Yo, girl, stop you right now.
She sums up by trying to dodge the blame and place it on everyone else on Earth instead. Personally, I think cultural appropriation is bullshit. It's a bullshit concept. Your race does not own intellectual property rights on the ideas it produces or the styles it spawns. You are not also the arbiter of your culture. You don't get to decide single-handedly who can wear dreadlocks and who cannot. Especially when you had nothing to do with the founding of your culture. You were just kind of a byproduct of it. You know, if that was the case, then Arabs would be the only ones who got to use numerals. White people would be the only ones wearing a suit and tie or a t-shirt. Because that would be cultural appropriation if you did it, right? Unless, of course, that's a stupid fucking concept and that we're all just the human race and that we should be sharing ideas openly and concepts like this are fucking temporary anyway.